Chris Woody Woods this just in. So Oregon made this Measure 110. It basically legalizes all hard drugs in the state. This is not good for people with addiction problems or family members who have people that are struggling with it. This is what addicts want because, they want their drugs. But people that want to see their family, have their family back and things like that, that's not going to help them. This subject touches close to me, so that's why I want to talk about it. But these are the organizations down here that support this. The A.C.L.U. Smash the Other Life. A.C.L.U. Oregon, John Legend, the usual suspect, Democratic Party. They want your kids zombies. They want them dead. They either want them brainwashed or dead. You know what I mean? And the ones that they can't brainwash hop up on drugs and, kill their souls, if not them. Actual physically kill them, So we're going to go over this article and... Alright, so Oregon leads the way into criminalizing hard drugs. Leads. You're behind, bro. You're behind, bro. In the first of its kind in the nation, Oregon has rejected charging drug users with criminal offenses. It's not just the users, though, because possession of dealer-sized quantities, that's letting dealers off. Taking away someone's incentive to quit is just giving them more reason to do it, all right? And it wouldn't save everybody, obviously, but if it could save 2 out of 1 million, it's worth it. It's fucking worth it. With voters passing a ballot measure that criminalizes possession of heroin, methamphetamine, LSD, oxycodone, and other hard drugs. Today's victory, no, it's a loss. It's a loss, Cassandra. Today's victory is a landmark declaration that time has come to stop criminalizing people for drug use. Measure 110 is arguably the biggest blow to the war on drugs to date. Measure 110. I propose a Measure 110, and then never again. My Measure 110 is much different than yours, though. The measure completely changes how Oregon's judicial system treats those who are found with personal use amounts of hard drugs. Instead of going to jail and facing possible jail time, the person would have an option of paying a $100 fine or attending a new addiction recovery center. So you pay $100 and you can keep being an addict. You could be an addict if you pay enough. Fuck them. If it was just you had to attend an addiction recovery center, maybe we could talk. But no, still fuck that, because I know what it's all about. So either you pay the $100, state's fine with you at that, as long as you give them their cut. These are the same people that they got everybody hooked by allowing the Sacklers and Oxycodone to just flood this nation, and it's a whole racket. It's a whole racket. The passage of the measure makes Oregon, which in 1973 became the first state to decriminalize marijuana possession, a pioneer in America in trying the same with hard drugs. The measure takes effect 30 days after Tuesday's election, but the punishment charges don't take effect until February 1st. Addiction recovery centers must be available by October 1st. It may sound like a radical concept, but the initiative's backer said making criminals out of drug users, locking them up, and burning them with criminal records that has made it difficult for them to find jobs when not working. Listen to me. Everyone loves a comeback story. So if making them doesn't make them criminals, it makes them get clean. And the drugs themselves make them criminals. People steal and do horrible shit to get their drugs, and when they're on drugs. This makes me sick. I want to physically puke reading this, I hope you know. 1 in 11 Oregons is addicted to drugs. Exactly. Why do you think so many people voted for this? It's more than that. 1 in 11 Oregons admit to doing hard drugs. Obviously, you have a much bigger problem on your hands when more than 50% of the state voted for this. And nearly 2 people die every day from overdoses from the state. We urgently need to change to save families and save lives. Yeah, you need to lock them up until it's out of their systems completely, and then make them make the decision. If they choose to go back, they choose to go back. Nothing you can really do. But I promise you, 1 out of every 200 will not, and it's worth it. The measure will also likely lead to significant reductions in racial and ethnic disparities in both convictions and arrests. It's all about fuck white people as usual, right? While this approach is new in the United States, several countries, including Portugal, Netherlands, Switzerland, have already decriminalized possession of small amounts. Portugal's 2000 decriminalization brought no surge in drug use. Don't believe you. Drug deaths fell while the number of people treated for drug addiction rose 20%. This is such a big step towards moving to a health-based approach instead of criminal punishment, and we're devoting significant new resources to help Oregons who need it, said Jane Glucklinson, as the name echoes. The measure is being approved by 59% of roughly 2 million votes counted so far, according to the Secretaries of State's office. So yeah, 24 district attorneys said the measure was reckless and would lead to an increase in acceptable of dangerous drugs. Absolutely. 2 other district attorneys, including the one in Oregon's most populous county, included that Portland backed the measure. Of course they did, because Portland is a shithole. It's a burning shithole. You're a shithole state with a shithole city with shithole residents. You're a state of drug addicts. Way to go. Way to go, guys. Really setting the precedent, right? The measure does not apply retroactively to past convictions, but there may be efforts through legislation to expunge those criminal records. Yeah, just let everyone off. Oregon votes on Tuesday to also legalize therapeutic psilocybin. So that's measure 109 and 110. Like, the numbers are very, seriously, it's like a touchdown dance. They choose those numbers as a touchdown dance on us. It's seriously, yeah, 110. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. I'm not going to explain. Oregon voters on Tuesday also legalized therapeutic use of mushrooms with a 2-year development period. War veterans with PTSD, terminally ill patients, and others suffering from anxiety had voiced support. The measure requires the Oregon Health Authority to allow licensed regulated production of psilocybin exclusively for administration by licensed facilitators. Before Tuesday's election, Oregon was among 11 states, as well as Washington, D.C., that had legalized marijuana. Several others are following suits. Voters in Arizona, New Jersey, and Dakota all approve measures to legalize marijuana. So that's that. And that guy looks pretty mad. But yeah, so this is what the country's turning into. You steal elections. You try to get your kid help. No, it's legal now. Guess what? It's legal now. Shut up, guy. It's legal. Right? It's so degenerate, this nation. It's so degenerate. I don't know. Alright, well, have a good day. Like and subscribe. Please subscribe, and that's about it. Yeah. Peace.